So, Mr. Attorney General, California is one of the states that sued about President Trump's efforts to try to overturn birthright citizenship. We did get the Supreme Court ruling a few weeks ago that sort of, as the governor just said, sort of knocks down some of these nationwide injunctions. However, a federal appeals court upheld an injunction yesterday that blocked an effort by the president to restrict birthright citizenship. Talk to us about your efforts on this front.
The court's decision yesterday is exactly how this should be. We should have a nationwide injunction banning any attempt to prohibit birthright citizenship, a constitutional right, right there in the 14th Amendment, the Citizenship Clause, upheld by the U.S. Supreme Court multiple times. This one's really a no-brainer. And we have a recent decision in our case on the issue of universal injunctions, which basically said that states need to go to the court to seek relief. And Democratic attorneys general and Democratic governors, like Governor Beshear, are doing exactly that, standing up for our people, our constituents, fighting for their rights, not letting the Trump administration trample over those constitutional rights, and securing funding that is due to our states. The cowardly, craven, feckless Republican attorneys general in red states are sitting on their hands doing nothing, while the people in their states have their rights violated, while their funding that they deserve for critical, essential services like healthcare and like education are stripped away from them. So on the first day in office, Mr. Trump raised his right hand, swore to uphold and defend the Constitution, and then proceeded to violate it by issuing an executive order that tried to strip away birthright citizenship, a constitutional right. He cannot take away a constitutional right by a stroke of the pen. The courts have found that time and time again, and rightfully yesterday issued a nationwide injunction barring the implementation of this unconstitutional executive order.
Molly.
Governor Beshear, hi, it's Molly Jong-Fast. I'm wondering if you could talk about, in the BBB, there is this skinny Medicaid repeal. I mean, basically a kind of new math that somehow got through in reconciliation. I'm wondering if a lot of it is set up so it takes place after the midterms, but some of it is set up now. We're going to see premiums go up. Is there anything you can do? You are a popular Democratic governor in a red state. How can you protect your people from losing their health care?
Yeah, that big, ugly bill is the most devastating piece of legislation of my lifetime for rural America. Just in Kentucky, we're looking at 200,000 people losing their health care coverage. To me, that violates my faith. Jesus says that doctors for the sick, and now the sick aren't going to be able to see that doctor. But more than that, 20,000 health care workers are going to lose their jobs, and 35 rural hospitals may close, meaning whether you have private insurance or Medicaid, you're driving several hours just to see a doctor. And the cruel part about it is this isn't just able-bodied people that aren't working. It's doubling the paperwork. So those parents of a special needs child who miss a box they need to check lose coverage for 6 months. People trying to fill out the forms for their parents in long-term care who miss a form lose coverage for 6 months, and how devastating that'll be. And also just the hit to rural America economically about these dollars not flowing when the rural hospital is the second largest employer with the biggest budget. So what I'm going to do is everything I can. But we've got to admit that you can't make trillions of dollars of cuts and states be able to fully make up for it. So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that people don't lose that coverage, to try to provide the support to where people fill out those boxes correctly. Each and every Kentuckian is somebody that I swore that I would serve, and I'm going to do my level best to make sure that they can still see a doctor and hopefully see it in their communities. But this isn't going to wait until after the midterms. Hospitals aren't going to go all the way up to the edge and then fall off the cliff in terms of who they have to lay off. We're going to start seeing services announced about when they're going to end. And just imagine that you have to drive 2 hours just to give birth. What does that do to your family and what's supposed to be a joyous time? It is a mean bill. What we need to do is repeal it.